Welcome back to this video. We are going to be looking at fractions and percentages. We'll be looking more on fractions first before we look at percentages. First off, what is a fraction? A fraction means part of a number, a piece of something. Let's say, for example, you have a pizza like this, right? And it's shared into 4 parts. Let's say you take one part out of it. That portion you have taken is known as 1 over what? 4. 1 because it is one piece you took, 4 because there are 4 pieces, just like that. Let's say that pizza is shared into um, 6 parts, right? And you take maybe 3. So it will be 3 over 6 or 1 over 2, which is what? Half of the pizza. Okay, now let's look at the different types of fractions that we have. For perspective, 1 over 3 remains 1 over 3 remains 1/3. 3 over 5 means 3/5. 3/5. 1 over 2 means half, or just 1 over 2, and just like that. Okay, let's look at the first type of fraction. First, we'll start with mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. Let's know 2 things first of all. There are 2 things you should know in fraction. What is called a numerator and a denominator. A numerator is the value on the top of your fraction, at the top of your divisor symbol rather, while the denominator is the number below your divisor symbol. So generally, a fraction takes the form of something like this: a numerator over a denominator. Now, the order or the sizes of the number will determine if it's a proper fraction or an improper fraction. Okay, so it can be 1 over 2, for example. This is an example of what? This is an example of a proper fraction. First, let's start with understanding what a mixed fraction is. Remember, a fraction is made up of a numerator, a divisor symbol, and a denominator. Okay, a mixed fraction is made up of a whole number with a proper fraction. A whole number, that is any number that ranges from 1 to 9. A whole number is any number that ranges from 1 to 9. Let's say you have 2. Whole number 1 over 2. Now this is an example of a mixed fraction. This is the whole number here. 2 is the whole number. Then your proper fraction is 1 over 2. This is what makes up a mixed fraction. If you want to make use of it in the question, you would have to convert this to an improper fraction. And for you to do that, to be 2 times 2 plus 1. 2 times 2 is what? 4. Plus 1 over 2, which is this denominator. It will be what? 5 over 2. This is what 2 over 1 over 2 is in improper fraction form. A mixed fraction is what? A whole number attached to what? A proper fraction. Just have that in mind. Let me look at another example. Let's look at another example for a mixed fraction. Let's say you have 4 whole number 2 over 3, right? This is what? A mixed fraction. You have to convert it to an improper fraction before you can make use of it. So 3 times 4 is what? 12. Plus this numerator here, 2 all over 3. What is 12 plus 2? 14 all over 3 is the improper fraction form of this mixed fraction. This is how you convert from mixed fraction to an improper fraction. Now, this is for the first type of fraction, which is mixed fraction. In our next video, we're going to look at what a proper fraction is, how it looks like.